All eyes will be on Deakin this afternoon as Canberra FC host Belconnen United. It should be a good old-fashioned grand final rematch. The hosts know they can get within 2 points of the ladder leaders. Of course, they haven't dropped any real sort of points except for that draw with the side they're playing this afternoon. It should be a fantastic game between these two. Of course, it will be a big boost for Canberra FC heading into the second half of the season if they can get within 2 points. Belconnen, they only dropped any points when they drew with Canberra FC in the first, and they had a 2-2 draw in the Fed Cup as well in the 90 minutes before Belconnen was able to take that one. So, I mean, this is going to be a fantastic game. It's a mouth-watering one. The pitch looks in fantastic condition. This is one of my favourite grounds in Canberra to watch teams play. Now, Canberra FC, they were fantastic last week against Gungahlin United, who has surprised many. Of course, they sit second on the ladder. It was a performance that was full of creation, but they couldn't quite finish their chances. They did get plenty of them, though, and if they do have a similar result this week, they could cause some trouble for a side that they seem to be quite equal with. Now, Nick Brezinic, he'll hope that his side's wasted chances in that outing will be more clinical, and if they can bring a surprise on the reigning champions here today, it should be a good one. Belconnen, meanwhile, they saw off the academy. Of course, they didn't have Catherine Brown last week. They amazingly just conceded their first goal of the season last week. 56 goals for, 1 against. That's an incredible stat. They'll face a big outing this week before they Fed Cup final next week. Bronnie Pike, Maddie Whittle and Michaela Day all returned for United in that 3-1 victory at Hawker. They'll be important here. Of course, Maddie Whittle, she leads the goals this season with 14 so far. But Canberra FC, they have some strikers power of their own in Brittany Palombi and Rachel Goldstein, who should provide plenty of flair in this one. Just waiting for the teams to find their position. Now, unfortunately, I can only give you Canberra FC's squad. We didn't have a confirmed lineup for them. I do have the numbers, though. Natasha Vasta will start in goal. I do know that. Alice Churchill in number 2. Laura Agnew in number 3. Ivana Galich in number 4. Amy McLaughlin in number 6. Sharon Chow in number 8. Rachel Goldstein in number 10. Brittany Palombi in number 11. Vanessa Ryan in number 12. Bridget Wright in number 13. Krista Hagan in number 14. Number 15, Melissa Bunker. 18, Lucy Darcy. 27, Isabella Tamaro. Grace Gill, of course, in number 9, the captain, and Jamie Berkeley in number 5, who will also be starting. Belconnen United, their starters with number 3, Lauren Keir, their captain. Bronte Pike in number 4, Jessie Rashart in number 5. As we get underway here, Caitlin Munoz in number 6, Michaela Day in 8, Catherine Brown in number 9, Alexia Fauna in 10, 11, Maddie Whittle, 12, Nicole Jalocca, 14, Kira Bobbin, and Sally James will be in goal. They've added Maria Pachi to their list. She'll come off the bench. Now it's Alice Churchill here with the throw-in. Just looking to control early ball here, and Alice Churchill gets that one there from Palombi. She takes off down the left, finds plenty of space, looks for Goldstein in the middle. That one is intercepted, and Munoz will be able to get them rolling out of the back half. Plays Day, and Brown in that centre-back position plays a lovely ball for Kira Bobbin, who turns Bridget Wright inside out and bearing down on the box, but a good tackle there from Ivana Galich. Is able to stop her in her tracks. So, as we saw quite early there, good few early runs. As we've seen between these sides, the side that manages to settle into their rhythm is generally the side that will win, although we saw in last year's grand final as Jalocca was trying to find some space and manages to get her side a corner here. So a good early chance here for Belconnen to put one on the scoreboard. As we did see in last year's grand final, of course, Belconnen did score the early goal before Canberra FC found an equaliser. Before, of course, a couple of rockets from Belconnen to seal the game Catherine Brown will take this one. It's a lovely effort that comes near post. Can't find anyone. And a chance there from, on that time, Munoz, and just skies it. Won't want to give her too many chances from that sort of range with the quality that she possesses. And Galich. There's Berkeley. Now back in looking for Hagen. Just controlling it, but that... Oh, if Jalocka was aware of where that ball was tracking, she might have been able to steal it. Berkeley, lovely ball, back into bunker. Now back to Berkeley, just controlling it at the moment. That one a little bit too hot for Goldstein to handle. Gill in midfield wins it to Palombi. She'll look to take on Keir. Keir shadowing, a fantastic work there from United's captain. Now gets help from Whittle. And they manage to work it out, or do they? I think Palombi's done extremely well there to force a throw. She was double teamed. Early stages here in this one at Deakin. Not too many trends early, although there's a good chance. Brown gets up and beats Goldstein to it. Plays it down to Munoz, and Bobbin contests that one, and Wright manages to play it, but only as far as Jalocka. Now Berkeley, that's strong. Strong control from Goldstein, looks to play Gill, who was out for a month with injury and managed to return last week against Gungahlin. She wasn't originally named in the squad for today, a late announcement, perhaps trying to play some mind tricks with Belconnen, but of course, you know what they possess, and I don't think any side will really be a lot all too worried, or any side that Belconnen puts on the park would be all too worried with what they can really bring. Although Canberra FC have troubled them twice this year, they haven't managed to beat them, and that might be a concern. As you look here, they just seem to control it really well. It's that trio at the moment of Berkeley, Gill and Goldstein. You can probably throw Bunker into the mix as well. Quite interested to see if they can get any space for Brittany Palombi on this left side. Looking forward to that battle with Lauren Keir at right back for Belconnen. Also looking forward to the battle between Galich and Jalocka, who has been quite a perfect foil for Whittle as Keir manages to intercept this, goes looking for Bobbin. Of course, don't discount Amy McLaughlin as the centre-back guy, though, so they'll have their hands full, that's for sure. Now Gill, just a level head, manages to play it to McLaughlin this time, all the way back to Vasta. Heavy touch the first time, has plenty of time though. No real pressure coming early in this game. I think both sides looking to feel each other out and see what they can bring. This is the third time they've met this season. The second one for points. Fantastic on that time, Berkeley. And that'll be lovely work from Melissa Bunker, who's able to win the free kick on that occasion. Looked a little bit like Michaela Day was just getting a little bit too heavy-handed with her challenge. Played in by Galich, looking for Gill. It falls out the back to Whittle. Should be challenged straight away and just decides to get rid of it, and Churchill was bearing down and will take the throw. She's got Gill short if she wants to use her. Wants to use Berkeley instead, just flicks one on. Bit of pressure in there, falls to Gill. Nice touch there. That's going to be a fantastic battle in midfield against Munoz. Churchill plays one in. Just didn't bother Sally James there. Looked for a moment like it may have possibly Been one of those passes across that ends up being a shot, but not to be. And Brown will get it from James and can play a ball, and she looks for Whittle, but Churchill was well aware of it on that occasion. Only as far as Jalocca. Now Keir, of course, will use that left boot. Settled now with Rashard. Jalocca gets the chance to turn, and she turns McLaughlin inside out and can't control it in the end. Just ran out of territory there. It's time to throw in. Palombi can't control it. Falls to Day. Jalocca will take on McLaughlin. Has Bobbin in the box. Opts to just hold it. Finds Whittle near post. Whittle working her way in and gets a corner. That's well done. So another chance to give Brown a shot at the set piece, and we just saw before the type of balls that she can play when she does find space, and giving her an opportunity here is not what you want to do. So Brown plays a high ball, doesn't fall that time, but Munoz is there. Wonderful shot, but Vasta is well up to the challenge from Fauna. Just plays it as a shot to Galich. On this occasion, looking for Bunker. And she wins the pace battle there. She's one-on-one with Day. Oh. Rashard just fell asleep there and forced James to make a wonderful save, as Bunker perhaps could have hit it to the left and didn't on that occasion. But as you can see, this is why Canberra FC possess so many challenges for Belconnen, a side that hasn't really been challenged at all this year, except when they play Canberra FC. They just seem to match up so well. So chance now, Canberra FC, their first corner of the game. It's a short ball looking for Galich. This time won by Munoz, and there's players everywhere. Plays it short. Bobbin will get it here. Palombi's got to chase back. It's not what you want your forward doing early in the game, doing the hard yards in defence. And she'll leave that for Vasta, who comes out and in a heavy challenge loses the cap, but that won't bother her. Then puts her foot through it, finds Goldstein. Inside only as far as Day. Wants to play it back to Brown, just settle things down for Belconnen. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Cross to Keir. Plays it on the right. I think Whittle wanted it a little bit closer. She does apologise to her striker there, but it's amazing to think that just over 10 minutes has gone here. So much action early. They just seem to be creating chances. No real shots, but the potential to turn into good chances when they find space. That one's cleared really well by Churchill. Be a race on here. Rashard wins it. I think goes as far as Berkeley, so it'll be a throw. Keir will send it in. Finds Jalocca, who's in a strong contest. That time it's won by Bunker. Now Berkeley. Looked up and it was just blue shirts galore. Brown covering so much territory already. Plays Rashard. That's a wonderful ball for Keir if she can get there. Just beat her. Looks like Belconnen's happy to take the wider routes at the moment, going down the wings, looking at using their left and right backs at the moment, and then playing Bobbin and Whittle in. This Here is Munoz. Only as far as Bobbin, and Gill dispossesses her. Now Goldstein in space. Beats Pike off the dribble, and then McLaughlin. Wonderful touch there from Keir just to take that one away from Palombi, and then into Jalocka. And Galich gets across and forces another corner. So just think on the balance of play, Belconnen just in the last couple of minutes seemed to be getting on top. Another chance for Brown to send one in. Haven't been able to find a target in the box, but first two times have fallen to Munoz. This one, a nice ball. Beats the head of Rashard. It'll fall to Fauna. Now Day sends it wide to Brown. She's forced to work and ends up beating her in the end. So again, reluctant to play it up through the middle against this FC defence. McLaughlin allowed to stride out, but only as far as Whittle, who managed to sit off her. Tries to play Jalocka. Churchill's there. Only as far as Keir, but Bunker. Good challenge from Rashard. Now back to Brown and Keir. Nice little triangle. They keep working as soon as they pass, and that's a beautiful ball from Keir, forces Vasta out. I don't think she got any of that ball, but nothing doing for Bronte Pike, so perhaps a little bit lucky for Canberra FC there, but the ball was passed, and now Vasta is down. Heavy collision there. Very, very heavy collision. But I dare say she's very lucky not to give away a penalty. So it's just getting some treatment now. Natasha Vasta. Really felt the full impact of that collision with Pike. Very gutsy goalkeeping, that's for sure. It doesn't seem like she's in a good way at all. Interesting to see what they do. I don't believe they have a reserve goalkeeper. So of course, I'll be very, very keen to make sure Nick Brezinic, we're hoping that Natasha can get up from this. It's not looking too promising. So it sort of gives these sides a chance now to reflect on what's been sort of the first quarter of an hour here. I think on balance it's been quite even. Both sides have had a chance and haven't really been the quality of chances that they've taken against sides that are below them on the ladder. They will be quite keen once this game opens up in the second half, and this is not looking good at all for Vasta. Still down after that collision. Of course, all incidental. I've called the stretcher. So this is a massive blow for Canberra FC here. Just taking the gloves off. She's sitting up now. Looks like Churchill will be the one to don the gloves if she does go off. So that'll be... She's helped to her feet now after they've brought the stretcher out. It looks like it's a quad or a hamstring, a nasty cork thigh perhaps. Churchill's put the gloves down. So just wait to see what changes are made here. So it looks like it'll be... Yeah, Alice Churchill will don the gloves, which is a massive blow because she's been fantastic at left back. But, of course, we do hope that Natasha Vasta is okay. And it's not looking too promising, so do hope it's nothing serious. Perhaps a bad cork thigh. It's one of those injuries that might rally Canberra FC. Just have to wait and see who comes on as their sub. It's a wonderful bit of play. So Churchill in goal now. Sends it down to Hagan. Looks like it could potentially be Bridget Wright that's come on. Actually, it looks like it's Lara Agnew who's come on at left back. She doesn't see her first contest there as Bunker gets in front and Brown tries it looking for Bobbin, but a little too much juice on it. So if you are just joining the coverage, Natasha Vasta has gone off injured. Didn't look too good when she collided with Bronte Pike. And Alice Churchill's gone into goal and Lara Agnew has moved to left back for Canberra FC. And this will be her first chance here to get a touch on the ball, and she just plays it out. No nonsense start there from Agnew. But it means Keir gets a chance, and Whittle had a chance to potentially test Churchill there. Opted to play the ball skinny and didn't manage to keep it in. Played short here to McLaughlin. Looked to go back to Churchill, but that was shut down pretty quickly by Jalocka. Now Whittle. Looked like a handball there with Whittle's hands straight up, and Churchill already moving really well for a backup goalkeeper. Now this one falls across to right. Only as far as Brown. They sort of keep picking her out. She'll enjoy that if it happens all afternoon. Now Rashard. And Whittle back to Keir. Already working so many lines. This will be Jalocka, but Agnew forces a corner. Just gets the foot in there. Still 0-0 here. No real sort of challenging shots on goal. Sally James the only one who's been forced to make a save. That was, of course, the shot from Bunker. So in from Brown, it's a nice hanging ball. Gill can't get to it. It came off Pike's head, went towards Canberra FC's goal. Now Brown in so much space out here. Plays it on the left, looking for Pike. Can't get there. Gill will beat all comers to the ball and just send it out. So Keir goes long looking for Whittle. I think as far as Churchill, just over the head of Whittle there. Not many chances, so she just plays it wide. Keir will be happy to watch that one run out. She goes long, plays Whittle, who controls it, but Gill gets in there, just sort of doesn't really have to muscle her off the ball, and well done there from Berkeley in midfield. Good match up there with Fauna. Really strong, both of them on the ball as Galich plays McLaughlin. Back to Galich, just making Whittle run there. Keir getting high, manages to steal it. Jalocka down this right wing. Plays it inside looking for Fauna. She goes inside looking for Pike. Wonderfully cut off on that occasion by Bridget Wright. Oh, the ball from Day looking for Munoz. Can't find her. And this occasion, Bunker wins the free kick against Rashard. So they're still well and truly holding their own here, Canberra FC. Lachlan just seizing up her options. That time stolen by Bobbin. Pressured by Goldstein. Whittle, strong challenge with Agnew. Churchill must realise that she's not an outfield player now that Vasta's gone off. Plays Gill just in the nick of time. A strong contest in midfield there, and it's won by Belconnen. Now here's Lauren Keir, but Churchill wide awake to that. Plays it across to Galich and Berkeley. I think potentially one of the advantages Canberra FC will get from having Churchill in goal is her pace off the mark. She's quite a quick player and reading it, but oh geez, they really put themselves under pressure there. A pass across goal with Galich and Churchill, and almost gives Jalocka an open goal, but now Whittle. She's pushed over on that occasion by Brittany Palombi, who not really happy with the referee. Grace Gill asking a couple of questions, and this is the last chance, or last place you want Caitlin Munoz having a shot at goal. Although they do have plenty of options. There's Brown heading down as well. Plenty over the ball. And Munoz, and that's a fantastic one off the bar. Brown's there, and Churchill manages to keep the scores at 0-0, but you can tell the inexperience of the keeper there in Churchill. She was standing sort of behind her wall and gave Munoz a pretty open shot at goal from the free kick, so they won't want to be giving away too many free kicks there. This is Palombi. Palombi looking for Bunker, but James is going to get there. And Brown, of course, gets plenty of time to play it out of defence, and she'll do so. On this occasion, she's shut down by Hagen. Now Goldstein. This time cut off by Munoz. And Bunker turns that one over. And Goldstein just kicks it straight into Pike, and a mistake on that occasion from Wright, who went to pick the ball up, but it hadn't gone out, and Now Belconnen. Anthony Jagaranek calling for his players to push forward. Here's Bobbin. Looks to play Whittle and can't find her on that occasion. Still 0-0 here. This one, Bobbin. He's allowed plenty of space on that occasion by Wright. Could have had the chance to go back to Brown. This is Pike. No, that'll be a goal kick for Churchill. So she helps to go sort of mid-range. It'll fall to Goldstein, but runs out of space there. A short ball for Bobbin. Goldstein gets in there. She plays it across, looking for Churchill. Nothing doing there. Berkeley with a strong contest on Fauna. Now Jalocka. Gill working overtime in that midfield. Plays Palombi. Can't work it. Now Fauna manages to intercept. That falls over the top. I don't think she got her at all there, Amy McLaughlin, but Fauna played it well, and she gets a yellow for her troubles. Don't think she got her at all. So well played there by Fauna, managing to get the free kick, and it'll be day to take because they want to test Canberra FC's only other option at goalkeeper, and Day sends it in, and that was a fantastic opportunity for Jalocka. Potential for a push there. Now Goldstein on the counter-attack. All those Belconnen players pushing forward. It's a strong challenge from Pike. The referee says that she got her in the back. A bit of confusion as to where the free kick was. Now Gallant plays a ball. Kieran Palombi, that's a mouth-watering battle at the moment. Whittle's quick to get it, plays Jalocka. Strong challenge. Wins it back. Plays Munoz. Now Whittle's released. Down this right side, Agnew in pursuit and manages to get it out for a throw. That was a good challenge there. Jalocka and Whittle, they just play so well together, and they're working in the tight spaces again in that right corner. Now Keir gets involved. Looks to play it over the top to Whittle, opens up, and Churchill comes out. Just gets in front of Bobbin. Just opts to settle things down and sends it long. That'll go over Bunker's head, and now Rashart goes on a searching run, trying to draw people. No one wants to go to her. Gill's happy to sit off, and that's why, because the only other option was Whittle. And it was a wide one. They're not letting him go through the middle, forcing them wide. Perhaps that's a tactic they've looked at. Belconnen like to go through the middle when they do control games, and Gill as a holding midfielder has been so well for them. And then this occasion, she manages to play right. It's working Belconnen over here. Can't find Goldstein. Brown can't clear it though. And Bunker, it's a chance to throw. Just sells it down for a moment, then passes to Goldstein, who turns left, then shimmies right and plays Bunker. Now back to Goldstein. Will work in on that left. It's a low ball in, and Day deals with it well. So perhaps Belconnen now just feeling the pinch here. Gill looked to play it on that occasion with Hagan. Churchill comes a long way out. Plays it short to McLaughlin. Another ball there. This is well controlled here. But on this occasion, Palombi just not on the same page with her midfielders at the moment. Not with Krista Hagen. And Kira at the moment winning that battle. She just keeps working. Plenty of pressure here. All the way back to James, who just skies one. Jalocka and McLaughlin tangle. Whittle at the feet. She plays Fauna. That's a wonderful ball looking for Bobbin. Churchill gets out and sweeps it well. Can't find Goldstein. So falls to Bobbin. Goes back to Pike. Now Fauna. Lovely cross. Rashard getting up the ground now. He's doing that well, but this time Palombi, and Kira's well back. Wonderful covered defence on that occasion by Day, and Pike will be able to get back. Pass from Palombi was asking a lot of Bunker. Go short here to Berkeley. It's skied high, and Goldstein can't keep it in. Short from Pike. Manages to play Munoz. On that occasion, Whittle was a little bit too fierce in her attack of it. Now a chance for Galich to send it in. This one's short. It goes to Gill. She gets a head on it. Sort of a lot of frustration there from Belconnen. On this occasion, Whittle. Yeah, call of handball there. It was looking to play advantage and wonderful ball. Looking for Whittle. Churchill didn't get there first. It was Whittle, but does well to get some body on it. This time it's Pike. A good challenge. Yeah, advantage was being played. Just got her in the back there. It's just a little bit of cloud cover coming over. We are expecting showers later tonight. At the moment, it's clear skies and good football being played, good competitive football, but a chance for Catherine Brown here to either put the ball in the box. I don't think she's looking at the goals at all. She's put a wonderful ball in, and that was, oh, the chance there from Rashard comes off the bar. Churchill wasn't even going to get close to it, and a chance for Belconnen goes begging as counter-attack now through Berkeley. Falls back to Munoz. It's just about inch perfect, that pass from Catherine Brown, and Rashard just couldn't steer it home. It was well over, just over Gill's head. Belconnen now, after tense couple of moments down the other end, they're now pressing, but Gill looks Palombi against Keir here. Sally James is going to come all the way out of her box and send it back. Now Bobbin on this other side against Agnew. Loses on that occasion. Now Palombi. This is a tight contest here with Keir. Wants to go back. Gill plays Goldstein. Goldstein asks a little bit of Bunker, who comes out and forces Rashard to follow her. It was a searching ball looking for Berkeley, and James comes out and deals with that one a little bit too easy. Now to McLaughlin. She'll play it all the way back to Churchill. It was a ball that wasn't the best. Manages to get it round Jalocka though. McLaughlin working in the edges. Bobbin. No, it doesn't stay in, and Agnew just worked off it on that occasion. Of course, being forced into that left-back role with Vasta, the first-choice keeper, going off for Canberra FC, and Churchill moving into that role. Now Whittle working away into the box, buys it across. Oh, that was a wonderful ball and a fantastic opportunity on that occasion for, I think it was Michaela Day. Yeah, it was. Michaela Day just couldn't get a foot to it. A couple of times, Maddie Whittle has managed to go skinny there and nearly find her way through. And just like to, if Anthony Jagaranak, I think you'd want your side to just be taking a few more shots and try and test Churchill. On this occasion, they do through Fauna, but plenty of bodies in the way. And now on that occasion, it's kicked out by Keir. So in from Agnew. Mr. Hagan just sort of plays it forward, and Rashard and Brown are just going to be happy with that all day. This time it's cut off by Hagan in midfield, and Munoz and Gill tangle. Goldstein with a bit of pace gets outpaced there by Pike, who had a little bit of a head start, and she plays it out. But it's end-to-end football at the moment. It's good football, despite the fact we haven't seen a goal. It is a true 1v3 matchup here. Now into Gill. She opts to take the chance first. Now Brown tries to get around her, can't. Turns it over, might fall to her here. Jalocka working overtime, getting back there, and that'll be a goal kick. So in the shadows of half-time here. So a few minutes for either side to get their name on the score sheet and pull ahead in this one and go into the second half full of confidence. Because they have split the last two grand finals at one apiece. Belconnen getting the last one. Canberra FC the first one, which ended a run of dominance for Belconnen, but seems they've got a long way to go here as Whittle finds plenty of space, but just can't get past right. Works it sideways. She goes down. No free kick was forthcoming. Now Fauna, that was lovely bit of footwork to try and get around Gill, but is forced backwards. Now it's back to Day in midfield. Plays it to Munoz, just so strong. And Brown, just a high ball. Hoping for something from Pike, who beats right to that one. So it trips over the ball and manages to keep it. And now a little bit of fancy footwork in the clutches there. Keeps it in, and oh, that's a chance for Jalocka. No. Ball was called out. Very fortunate on that occasion as Churchill came out, got a hand to it, and it fell straight to Jalocka, who slammed it home, but good call from the linesman. On this occasion, Berkeley. I think as far as Fauna, who's starting to get on top of Gill in the midfield, and now Pike gets it back from Munoz. On that occasion, Galich is able to see it out. So in from Pike, plays Jalocka. It's a nice ball in, dealt with by McLaughlin. Now cleared again. Falls and just working it forward now is Canberra FC. Not enough on that touch on that occasion from Hagan. They go all the way back. Frustration from Jagaranek as on that occasion, a little bit of Too heavy on the touch from just Rashard. Kier just sells it down back to Munoz. Now to Kier. That's a wonderful ball over the top. Churchill's going to get there first. Plays a touch. Just get a little bit nervous when you see outfield players end up in goal, but she looks more than capable at the moment. I think a bit of frustration from Jageranek as they look to press now in the shadows of halftime, and Kira Bobbin wasn't pressing hard enough. Now she is. They've worked this out really well, but Agnew just can't control it on that occasion, and now it's a poor ball from Kier off the throw-in, and they'll be happy to... No, they don't let it out. They put Churchill under a bit of pressure. Definitely going to get a goal kick there, and perhaps a little bit of bad clock management from Canberra FC there. Just got to be aware of what the time is, and Palombi with a wonderful turn on Kier. Looks to turn again. Rashard, a little shimmy and a shake, and gets past Melissa Bunker. Now Brown. Munoz. Of course, the former Canberra FC players. Plenty of touches for Brown, who also applies her trade for ASAC Football Club in Div 1. Was also the best on ground for the South in their representative win over the AFL North in the women's game this year. A little bit of cloud coming over it. Not sure whether we might get some rain in this second half, potentially. We were saying before the game how good the conditions were, but looks like they could potentially deteriorate in the second half. 15 degrees here. I don't think we quite got there today. So a chance for Galich. She goes long. Looking for Gill. It's a wonderful head on it, but it's that great contact, and no one was at the fall of the ball. Now this one's sent high by James and long, and forces McLaughlin back. Her first touch just sends it out. Just a couple of seconds left in this first half. Now Bobbin looks to go midfield, and Gill will be happy to just send that one away. Goldstein and Munoz, good contact. Fauna gets a touch on it. Now it falls to Goldstein. Allowing them to play on here. Now here's Gill getting wide. Oh, lovely touch, and gets around Pike. Now can play a ball in, looking for Goldstein, and couldn't quite find it, but they will get a corner. Now pressing late in this first half. Gill, of course, leading the way. This one will be sent in by Berkeley. Never got in, and it's a wasted opportunity by Canberra FC. You get given chances against the champions. You've got to take every single one of them. So James plays Brown, because we will have a couple of extra minutes with what happened to Vasta going off. Exactly how many we don't know for sure, but we are in extra time at the moment now. It falls to Whittle. This one to Kier. Goes inside to Jalocka. Look to go back with Kier. She might beat Agnew to the ball. No, it doesn't on this occasion. We'll get a throw though. Now it's their chance to press before half-time. Plays Bobbin, who's now working overtime. McLaughlin gets a good shove on. Jalocka fills that right back role. Now going back, and it all seems to open up for her. Now she plays Bobbin. Has numbers in the ball. Has Day there. Forced to whittle, can't quite control it. And cleared on that occasion by Canberra. And now they work overtime on the counter-attack. We don't see this too often against Belconnen. Sides able to press and counter-attack like Canberra FC can. Of course, plenty of talent. Now Hagan can play Palombi wide. She does. Now here's a good test for Keir. It's a wonderful ball in. Forces Rashard to head it out. And that'll be a corner. They'll be hoping to do a little bit better rather than their last attempt. So it'll be Hagan to send it in. No one really front post for Canberra FC. A lot of movement yet. Players moving back. It's a high one. Looking for Gill. She can't get to it. Falls to Brown. It's just fallen again in the post, but no one was there, and that'll be half time. No real chances in this one. 0-0 at the break. The big news in the first half is Natasha Vasta went off the field. Alice Churchill is in goal now, but it's 0-0 between the champions and their closest rivals of the last season. Of course, the last time these two sides met, it was 0-0, and it's 0-0 here at halftime. We'll be back with the second half from Deakin shortly. So there was an extended halftime break. We're back here at Dixon for Capital Football. Just waiting for Natasha Vasta to leave in the ambulance. Of course, the ambulance came at halftime. We're just trying to find out exactly what's occurred. There's a few different theories going on from people that I've spoken to at halftime. We've got potentially ribs, we've got an ankle, we could have a broken fibula or tibia, but we'll wait and see for the official report coming out of Canberra FC. But you dare say if an ambulance is called and someone gets in the back with a green whistle, it's not good news, that's for sure. So we will have to wait until the ambulance departs the field before we do kick off. There are rules in play that if an ambulance is within the arena or a motor vehicle is within the arena, it's classed as being on the field, from what I've been told. So we will wait for the ambulance to depart before we get this second half underway. It's still 0-0 in this game. It's a nicely contested one, end-to-end at this stage. Canberra FC didn't go into their sheds at halftime, or they went in briefly and then came out. Be looking to see who can sort of start this second half better. It's always a weird way to come out after half-time, after there has been an extended break. Just changed one of the footballs as well. One of them was potentially a little bit flat. So we'll wait for the ambulance to leave. Everyone's in position, but no one can really play. So there will be a little bit of kick to kick for a while yet. A couple of balls now coming out. And news coming out as well, we don't have a referee for the second half as yet. I'm being told that the referee has done a knee. Our referee, reliable source, David Jordan from Capital Football, has told me that the referee in the first half has done a knee. So potentially it might not be Vasta who actually went into the ambulance. It could have been our referee for today. So a little bit of controversy happening. Of course, it's always the case when you've got these two teams that play against one another. So we're just waiting, I think, to see, one, who's going to referee this game, and two, when this ambulance is going to leave the arena as well. So a little bit of strange things happening at Deakin Football Stadium. Belconnen, of course, came into this game off the back of a strong win last week, although they did concede their first goal for the season. But I guess when you consider the position they're in, they'll be quite satisfied. It's quite an incredible record to think that they haven't conceded a goal prior to last week's game. But it's just the way that they've played. So I think one of the linesmen is going to take over official refereeing duties. And then they'll have to find a replacement linesman. So the ambulance is leaving now. One of the balls was just going in front of the ambulance. The last thing you want is another player to go down with an ambulance-related injury. So, all right, so it appears. So we've got a replacement linesman. That's all happening. The ambulance has departed the arena. All good to go. Play is back underway. here at Deakin. Belconnen 0, Canberra FC 0. No goals scored as yet, as Keir looks to push forward early. Plays it to Jalocka. Strong challenges here. Jalocka looks to play. Inside there and couldn't find the ball on that occasion for Bobbin. Now Belconnen's ball. It's always strange after an extended half time how the players come out. Normally Belconnen come out hard either way, and looks the case here is Jalocka. Looks to get past Agnew. She keeps it in and then wins a corner. So that means Brown will come up from the centre defensive position. Just a cool breeze coming in from the west. It's always a bit tough when you have to go searching for the ball, and Brown eventually finds it. Also gives plenty of time to set up. So ball in from Brown. Chance there. Doesn't fall to anyone, and down the edge will play Brown. Forced to work all the way back, and just be a throw now. This occasion, Palombi can't get around Brown, and she does well there. So now in from Keir. Woodall has to go chasing. Can't keep it in, but earns a corner. Came off Agnew as ruled by the linesman. It's been a strange old game. It wasn't really strange until half time, but could see. Interesting second half as Brown gets another chance. This one's a lovely spiralling ball. Comes off the head. Goldstein, although the Gallinch on that occasion, gets beaten to it. Strong challenge there, and Rashart gets up feeling a little bit worse for wear after the bunker challenge, and now Keir looks to play it long. That's a wonderful ball. Gallinch doesn't read it. This time, Munoz one-on-one. She, just flashes it wide. Had a perfect opportunity there. I thought she may have gone near post. Ends up sending it across the face of goal. Churchill making herself as wide as possible. Of course, the replacement keeper, Vasta, going off early in that first half after a strong collision with Bronte Pike. And Munoz could have had 2 to her name. Of course, hit the crossbar with a free kick in that first half as well. Still 0-0. This occasion, it falls to Berkeley. Wonderful touch. Just can't quite get it back from Palombi. Now Keir, who switched to that other side again. Now Whittle takes the first touch, of course, the leading goal scorer in the competition at the moment. Now Jalocka in, and that's a poor ball. She'll want that one again. Forces Churchill all the way down to the opposite corner to collect. So a lively start from Belconnen in this first half. Second half, rather. So now sent down by Churchill. Played there this time. Goldstein and Gill can't control it. Now Bobbin, Jalocka strong in the challenge there with Gallich. And again up Bronte Pike. Fauna, so strong in midfield, wins it. Can't find Whittle. The two 11s go head to head. This time Fauna wins it. And then stolen like a faith in the night. Krista Hagen, but Bronte Pike is just as good. Plays it to Jalocka. Looks for Whittle. It'll fall to Day out the back. They just fell over each other there, Agnew and Whittle. Might work for Whittle. She gets a touch, and a wonderful save from Churchill. 1-on-1. I would have backed Maddie Whittle every day of the week, but the replacement keeper, Churchill, does a wonderful job there to save. And she can't add to her tally of 14 goals for the season, Maddie Whittle, which is very close there, and that's possibly the best chance Belconnen has had all day. So in from Brown, 6 corner. Oh, that one's a fantastic, flashes through everyone. Falls to Munoz, can't find Whittle, and Churchill on the second grab, yes, manages to scoop it up on that occasion. So now sends it high and wide, and Palombi's not getting that one. This one from Keir's a nice ball. Whittle's been lively early on that occasion, shut down by McLaughlin. Gill now looking for Bunker. She gets beaten to the ball by Rashart with a bit of pace. And on that occasion, can't make the most of a wonderful ball from Grace Gill. Agnew to take the throw. Not a whole lot happening. Is forced to go to Palombi on Keir. She gets around Keir, flashes it into the box. It falls to Munoz. She's able to clear it. So now to Gill. Squeezes on, and that'll be intercepted by Pike. No. Gallich does well to get there on this occasion. Bobbin. And she does well with a bit of pace. All talking from Nicole Jalocka, just marshalling the troops. Good challenge there, referee just saying, watch the arms. Forced all the way back to Churchill. That's a great press, and that's a lovely ball. Looking for Agnew, who was talking the whole time. Can't quite work it over to Berkeley. Gill will win the ball, just stronger than everyone else. I thought she was being held, and yeah, she wins the free kick on that occasion. Jalocka thought potentially it may have been, and that'll be a yellow card straight up there for Fauna. Alexia Fauna thought she may have got away with that one, but no chance, and Gill has a good chuckle with her. So now Gallich. She'll play the ball long, looking for Gill off the head, fall wide, and Sally James is able to take control of that one. She goes long, looking for Jalocka. It'll go over their head. It might fall to Whittle, who reads it better than most, but Gallich does well. Agnew forced into it, and a good challenge on that occasion. So that one will fall down. Whittle, Gill. Good challenges happening right now. This time it'll win to Fauna. Looked wide for Keir. Wonderful back to Jalocka. So trying to get around Agnew. She does. Has numbers on the back posted. Bobbin can't control it. Oh, on that occasion, Pike can't control it. It'll be cleared away by Berkeley. She looks to play long and only as far as far as Pike. Pike strong. Good challenge there. Gill now. Plays it back. You're looking to just spread them wide this time. Agnew against Jalocka. Put the pressure on. It'll come back to Churchill. And then she'll play it wide. And this is that press that they're talking about. And then win it back. That's fantastic defense from Belconnen. Can they turn it into points? Oh, run straight into Agnew, who wasn't looking. And then they run to each other, and she's felt that one. Well and truly felt that one, but she gets to her feet. And now wonderful through midfield. Gill again, too strong. It falls to Fauna. That'll be a wild boot from Hagen. No free kick, and now Brown getting forward. The two number 9s with Gill. And just sends it. Bit of frustration from Jagaranek. He wants his players to move the ball forward. They keep going sideways. Now I think Agnew's getting a self-HIA from one of her teammates. McLaughlin definitely does not look in a good way. Of course, was part of that clash and didn't look to be well at all, and already had to move Churchill from the left back position into goal. So again, another injury for Canberra FC. Not exactly what you want in a game against the champions. Take some time. So initially it may have been potentially a problem with the ribs in the squeeze, but it may have been a head clash as well with McLaughlin. And now they'll work her around the side, just see if she's okay. Play all good to resume through Bronte Pike. So she controls it down to Kira Bobbin, who does well to get around. And then Tess Churchill, who gets it on the second bite of the cherry. And then just sends it long and says, go fetch. And Brown does well. And then James just puts her boot straight through that one. A wonderful touch. And look at the pace of Whittle there to try and cut it off, and Churchill only played as far as Day and cut off again, and that'll stay in. Getting through a mountain of work here is Bunker. Goldstein and Brown might clash here. No. Wonderful touch from Brown. As in the middle, Pike. Can't control it, and on this occasion it's Gill. Wonderful touch to start with. Now Goldstein looks inside, and Munoz too good. The runners are there. One of them's Whittle. She controls it first touch. Churchill's a long way out, and Agnew matches Whittle step for step there. Fantastic work coming back on the field. Palombi and Keir, that's been another fantastic battle. Jalocka with a wonderful touch, a second wonderful touch, and yeah, then gets a foul against her. I don't know what she was meant to do in that situation. She's in control of the ball, and then Gallinch gets in the road and stops her in her tracks and falls over. I don't know what Nicole Jalocka was going to do, and now Caitlin Munoz has been sent for 10 for dissent. Of course, that is the new rule this year, so for 10 minutes, Belconnen down to 10 men, or 10 women, and 10 players on the field, and wow, 10 on the field for Belconnen. That changes the entire dynamic of this game. All happening now. Canberra FC will sniff blood in the water. That's not going to do it though, as Pike manages to go on a great run here, but Gill just works the youngster over, and then it's played here to Goldstein. She can't control it. And then good contest with Brown, who manages to win it to Jalocka. There's a searching ball. Churchill. Little talk is the call there from Anthony Jagaranek. Two of his players going for that ball, and now across to Keir. Playing a bit faster tempo now. They've only got 10 on the field. Now, oh, that's a wonderful ball. Plays Whittle in. First touch was good. Agnew thought may have given away a foul, and Bobbin manages, and now Whittle, one-on-one. The first touch was good. The second touch was better, and she scores. They're down to 10 with dissent, but they've taken the lead here, Belconnen, through Maddie Whittle. She tried to do that touch just moments before, couldn't quite get around Agnew. This time she gets the touch back on the inside and leaves it in the left bottom corner. Churchill, unfortunately, couldn't get to that one on that occasion for Canberra FC fans, but Belconnen down to 10 at the moment, with Munoz sent for dissent for a sin bin offence, and Belconnen, they just find a way every single week. So now it's up to Canberra to find something here. Of course, that takes Maddie Whittle to 15 goals for the season. What a wonderful, magnificent season that she's having at the moment, the youngster. She's one of the best players in the league. One of the reasons that if you go and watch the WNPL each week, she's one of the reasons you go and watch it. So here's Palombi, one of the leading scorers for Canberra FC this season. Hasn't quite been awarded much space today. Still a couple of moments for Canberra FC to try and take advantage of this 10-person Belconnen, but doesn't look like they're going to be opted too many chances, and this one falls out on this occasion. So Maddie Whittle breaks the deadlock, and things just seem to move a little bit quicker when Munoz got sin binned, and surprisingly it was Belconnen that was able to find the space. Now here's Goldstein, looks to get around Pike. Fantastic touch, 1-2, sends them one way, then the other, but then has to go all the way back. Now they're just squeezing Belconnen, happy with that goal advantage. Now that they keep controlling, they are really squeeze here. Hard to find a way through, and this one's played all the way back from right, just losing their head a little bit here, Canberra FC. Hard to find any space when Belconnen presses like this. Here's Goldstein, plays Gill. She's forced to go back and retrieve, and it's not the result that they would have liked. On this occasion, Hagen, good pressure. Thought there may have been a foul, and yeah, the foul's coming. I'll watch them all get back in defence here for Belconnen. So they might go to the air here and try and put the pressure on Brown through Gill, but it's all a bit slow at the moment. Agencies seem to sort of disappear. Here's Galich. It's a high ball. Berkeley at the back. Brown does well under those circumstances, and a chance for Fauna in a race with Bunker. Bunker, a good strong challenge. The thud of boots against one another there. That occasion, Bobbin couldn't find anyone, and Bunker has it back to Hagen. That's a poor ball back to Galich, forcing him to go back. It's a fantastic challenge in there, and that defence from Belconnen, you can see why they've only conceded 1 goal for the season. Just defend like a team possessed at the moment, even though they've only got 10. So this occasion, it's now played across the field. It's a fantastic ball. Great defence on that occasion from Bobbin. And manages to clear it. Quickly in to McLaughlin. Oh, this will be taken by Jalocka. Churchill was a long way out. Gill puts the pressure on, and Gill just asked what for, and Gill said what for, and it did look like a shoulder. No conversation after that, of course, with dissent now resulting in 10 minutes in the sin bin. So in from Brown here. Oh, it's a lovely ball looking for Whittle at the back post. Churchill manages to get there first, and now Agnew looks to play Palombi, who's just been worn like a glove by Keir all afternoon. Slows down a bit here, so it's amazing that out of all of that, it looks like Munoz is nearly ready to come back on. It'll actually be Belconnen who took advantage of being one less player on the field. It's quite amazing how many times that seems to happen. Not just with Belconnen, but other sides across the league. So now plenty of space here for Agnew, but not given a whole lot of room there for Bunker. Now Whittle. Just worked off it by Palombi. Now in from Keir. Whittle. Wonderful first touch. Even better second. Came off Bobbin's hand, and Churchill's able to control that. Now it comes out here to Goldstein. She plays it inside to Hagen. Works sideways. McLaughlin. Just beaten by Rashard there. Just hasn't had enough chances now. Gill looking for Palombi. Out there, Sally James. Of course, still waiting for Jayla Murphy to find her way back into this side, but there's just been 1 goal conceded all year. It's hard to change your goalkeeper over. Sally James has been doing an outstanding job in goal for Belconnen, that's for sure. Here's Keir. Looked to play it wide. I thought Whittle's foot was perhaps a little high and got the contest. She goes back and wins it, but only as far as Hagen. Now plays Agnew. Had Berkeley in the middle. Took a little while to spot her. Wasn't confident enough, I don't think, to play that pass, despite the fact that Munoz and now Goldstein on the edge. She works it in with the left. It'll fall to Kia. Whittle and Gill will challenge. Still working here, trying to find something. Now it falls to right at the back. That's a high ball. James can't get there. Oh, but Bunker. It was just completely misread on that occasion by James, and Bunker got the free header and couldn't control it into the net. Now the 10 minutes is up and Caitlin Munoz is back. Belconnen up 1-0 thanks to Maddie Whittle's strike into the left bottom corner. But they could have so nearly drawn even there. Canberra FC, and that chance goes begging. Now here's Brown. That's a wonderful ball looking for Pike. It's dealt with on that occasion by Bridget Wright, and Goldstein just a little bit too hasty there from Jaloka. Just steals a little bit of meterage there. Does Gallage. It's a ball for Goldstein, uncontested. Rashard again, strong, and Bunker can't control it, and Whittle just sends it wide. She'll get her own ball and then get sort of pushed off it by Agnew, and then, yeah, a little tug of the shirt, and referee sees that one on that occasion. This one in from Palombi on this occasion. No one there for Canberra FC in the box. Get another chance going forward, and they're not really on it. It'll be Vanessa Ryan coming on for Palombi. Of course, I believe she potentially could be backing up from the reserve game before. She only played about 50 minutes in that one. So we'll still have plenty of run, and she'll look to go wide, but Palombi, their strike weapon, who just hasn't really had much chance, and Vanessa Ryan was running in there. Gill pushed off it, not given, and now all the chance for Munoz if she can get there. Then she shoves. It was Day on that occasion, sorry, not Munoz. Just sort of shoved Jamie Berkeley, knowing that she wasn't going to get there. Perhaps a little bit of frustration after putting in the hard yards. So Gill again. This one's short. Kira Bobbin will put the pressure on. This is better from Canberra FC on this occasion. It's played wide, and Brown's read that one perfectly and just sends it into the stands. So we get a new ball here. So in short, it's nice, and Bunker has it across. This is what they were doing so well in the first half when they were creating their chances against Belconnen, just sort of pushing them off the angles. This time Pike gets in well against Goldstein, who sort of can sometimes get caught under her own feet. She's such a good player, though, on her day. On that occasion, Wright just tries to control, but a little bit too long in possession, and Belconnen will get it back. In the driver's seat at the moment, Matty Whittle breaking the deadlock. Still plenty of time, just under a quarter of an hour left to go in this one. Cloud cover well and truly over the field, but the rain that we thought might have come hasn't come, and beautiful conditions for football. If anything, perhaps a little bit chilly, but certainly not for the players. The action on the field has been red hot. Brown under pressure from Bunker. Does well on the left. Manages to find Jalocka. That was a searching ball for Keir, and Vanessa Ryan does well to usher that one out. It's now in. Whittle can't get it. Gill with a nice touch. Ryan a strong challenge. Gill keeps and goes again. Pushed all the way back. This one might fall to Bunker against Rashart. That's been a great battle, and Rashart wins that one again. Now played short. Time from Agnew, can't control it. Now goes short for Hagan. She can't play it back to Agnew, and again more frustration trying to break down Belconnen defence, which only the Academy have managed to do so far this season. And that took place last week, so perhaps a chance to do it again, but at this stage they haven't really looked like breaking that deadlock, even when they did have the advantage. Now Agnew coming off. And Isabella Tamaro will come on in the left back position. Good throw there from Keir, finds Jalocka. She finds space on that side, shut down quite quickly by Galich. Just well and truly in control, Belconnen, once they score. Seem to just control the play and just squeeze the life out of their opponents, and on this occasion the ball comes in. Churchill's able to grab it. She looks up. She can't go the quick ball because Rashard has Bunker for pace, so she'll send it long, and Munoz just sends it back. A good challenge on that occasion, and Jalocka gives away the free kick. Played quickly, and the pass looking for Tamaro. Can't find her. There'll be a sub here, and it'll be Munoz coming off. I think it's in number 2, Katie Woodman, coming on. Gets her first touch here. And plays it to Whittle, and this occasion it'll fall to Kira Bobbin. Takes a touch, and no, it'll be a goal kick. I thought potentially Galich got a touch on that one. Again, this is that press. Churchill plays it back. This time to McLaughlin. Is going to be shut down by Jalocka. Gill. No, on that occasion it was Ryan. So time might be the enemy of Canberra here. Just 10 to go. Trying to find something on this left side with Ryan coming on for Palombi. Has just been smothered all day. Quick throw in from Whittle to Jalocka. Now Woodman. This one, Ryan and Keir. A good challenge there, and that'll be a confidence booster for Ryan, winning that ball off Keir. And now a searching ball, and here's Ryan with a chance. No, Rashard gets across, and she can't control her feet there, and Rashard just sends it. So Canberra waste that throw, but one back by Hagan. Sends it in, looking for Bunker. Sally James gets across, otherwise it would have been a chance at the back for Wright, coming from the right back position. And because she's out of position, James sees a run from Pike and gives it a chance. Jalocka can't get that one. Now Goldstein plays it short, looking for Bunker. Brown has the strength here, but she just tracks her well. On that occasion, Hagan. Now Goldstein. Just sort of working. No one really running forward of the ball for her. Ryan does, but that one's going to run out. Precious seconds just ticking away here for Canberra FC. They can't get themselves into a position to score at this stage in time. Here's Ryan, plays it back to Hagan. Now Gill does fantastic work against Woodman here. Just tries to wear her like a glove. Now Goldstein shimmies and shakes and tries to bake something up. Hagan, of course, Fauna can't go in too hard there. She is on the yellow card. So she sort of opted to give that one up. Some smart play. Of course, you do see some players in that situation go in a little bit too hard and get a second yellow. Tamaro with the throw. On that occasion, it's just cleared by Whittle, and Churchill come a long way from goal. A long, long way from goal. So just before half, and she's forced to sort of scamper back. It's almost playing as like one of those fly goalkeepers that you used to have in high school. So again, the more times the ball goes out, the more precious seconds that tick away, and that one's won. The challenge coming from behind on that occasion from McLaughlin was too hard on Jalocka. Sent in from Keir, looking for Whittle. Has a chance against Tamaro here. Fantastic ball in for Kira Bobbin. She could seal the game here. She's pushed off it. And a great save on that occasion from Churchill. But Kira Bobbin take a bow, because just to get a shot off in that situation under pressure was quite an effort from the youngster. So now Fauna, that's a wonderful first touch. Gets herself out of trouble, but now intercepted by Wright. Now Fauna again. Plays Pike. Can go back to Fauna. Does. No runners. Can play Rashard. Doesn't do that. Goes all the way back to Sally James. Will probably play Brown, who can turn onto her left. No, that option gets shut down pretty quickly. The press is on, so Sally just puts her boot through it. Just a little bit of ugly football at the moment. Of course, Canberra just pressing and Belconnen doing everything in their power to just stop it. This will fall to Goldstein. Plays it to Berkeley, and now out there is Ryan, who controls it beautifully. Brown gets there to Bunker. And the chance for Hagen. No, wide. They're pressing. They're pressing with 5 to go. So again, short here to Brown, who look to go on the left. Goes short. It's a wonderful ball for Pike. Just trying to stretch it, and Bobbin, who's been tireless all day. Another run down here on the left. Plays a ball in for Whittle. That time Churchill sliding in, saves it. Pike has a chance to have a shot. It's a lovely shot. Oh, just wide on that occasion. Churchill got the call from a teammate to let it go. But it's coming alive. Jalocka had a chance to intercept there nearly. Gill controlling it, goes wide. Plenty of width given here to Bridget Wright. She goes over the top. It'll be a race, and James wins that one. Just soaks up more seconds before she'll put her boot through it, no doubt. She does. Over the head, that'll fall to Whittle. On this occasion, just can't quite get there. Jalocka and Gill go head to head. She's got Kira if she wants to use her. That cut off there by Ryan. Just playing a conservative style now, Belconnen. They don't need to push forward and score. They do have the lead. And the 3 points at the moment are going to them. Comes across. Galich. Everyone's pushing forward. Poor ball, and Pike could leave. On another occasion, Fournier, the pull, and now Ryan against Keir. Cries there for a shoot if she did get it. And now it's a wonderful ball looking for Goldstein. Bobbin was there with her entail, and a corner. No, it's been overruled. It's been overruled, and it'll be a goal kick. Now coming on is Leah Carnegie, a pretty handy substitute to have. And Kira Bobbin, who's been tireless, has just gone box to box all day. Run up and down that wing, will have her spell in the 88th minute. It's been fantastic. So full press is on here from Canberra. James goes long. It's a high boot on that occasion from Jalocka. Chance to get numbers into the box. This can just be chaos at this time of the match. 90 seconds of regulation left. She's sent some good set pieces in so far in this match. Galich sends it in. That one's a bit of a chaos ball, but it wasn't the chaos ball that she wanted because it didn't hit anyone, and an easy get out of jail card there for Belconnen. So now it's a high ball. Gill will win that one. Falls to Berkeley, who just cops one. Wonderful from Gill. On the same page, Goldstein gets there. They've got to go back, and now McLaughlin sideways, and wonderfully done there from Pike. Goldstein goes quickly to Hagen. Not much time left. They've got to use all their cards. They do well there, right. No nonsense clearance on that occasion. Looking to go straight after it is right. Not wasting any time, just 17 seconds left of regulation. They just want to put a ball into the box. They can't quite find it. Ryan heads on it. Falls to her. Then Keir again. This one will fall to Tomaro. And now Jalocka, frustration there for Canberra FC. As Nicole Jalocka's able to just send it down the other end of the field, and on that occasion McLaughlin can't deal with it. Jalocka's got Whittle at the back post. She sees her, but the ball was wanting. But she earns the side. A corner, and they won't send anyone up, that's for sure. They'll just look to play it short, keep their numbers back and control it. Looks like for all money Belconnen is going to get the 3 points here in the second grand final rematch for this year. They were 0-0 at half time. In the first game they were 0-0 for the whole game, but in this one it looks like Maddie Whittle's strike when Caitlin Munoz was sent off is going to be the difference. Churchill gets it quickly. She looks to go long. She sends it. I don't know how long's left. Can't be too much time remaining in this one. This time it's Goldstein. She looks inside. Not a whole lot of options, and that'll be cut off that time by Fauna. Now Jalocka. She had cramp before. Back to Fauna. Whittle's running a line. It'll go back to Jalocka. She can go in. A wonderful save there by Churchill. Offside. Offside's the call. I was wondering what he was calling there, and the flag is up on the other side. Now it's play on here for Canberra FC. Gill, they have to go forward. They can't go back. You'd much rather them concede another goal than sit back here and take a 1-0 loss. Now they keep pushing. Keir's been fantastic. Shut down Palombi earlier in this game. And that might be it. Churchill gets across here. She's going to send it forward. She has to. She sends it long. Another bombardment. On this occasion, bunker. Rasha does well to clear it. They're looking to go fast. And another sub. It'll be Jalocka, who can barely walk at this stage. And coming on in her place will be number 16, Jasmine Zabel. All 11 will be behind the ball here for Belconnen. I can't think there would be too much time remaining here. They've got to go. And here it is, Zabel. Oh, they just go backwards, but right. She manages to steal it. Looks sideways, can't find Goldstein. The ball's there to be one in the middle. Zabel does well. Plays it back to Fauna. Great pressure there from Leah Carnegie. Belconnen holding on to that 1-0 lead. Although, to be fair, Canberra hasn't had a chance to really even the score. So you think they're quite comfortable here and they'll take the 3 points. Just looking to control it now. They turn it over, though. And that's it. Belconnen, once again, winners here. They're getting used to it. It's something that you expect from them, the reigning champions at the moment. They get the wood over Canberra FC this time, handing them a defeat. Canberra FC will stay in third position, while Belconnen will streak ahead at the top of the table. I think they're now 7 or 8 points clear of Gungahlin, 8 points clear now of Canberra FC. So they are well and truly at the halfway mark of this season in control. It was Maddie Whittle the difference today. Her strike early in the second half, especially when Caitlin Munoz went off being sin-binned. It was fantastic defensive effort, though, from Belconnen. Didn't really give a whole lot all day. Lauren Keir was fantastic shutting down Brittany Palombi. I thought as well that Catherine Brown at centre-back and Jessie Rashard did their job as well. Bronte Pike at the left-back position was fantastic as well. 1-0 here from Deakin Stadium. Brent Ford with you in commentary. That's all we've got here in this WNPL match. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for tuning in.